Hey, my name is Jason. I'm 32 years old and I live in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Though I'm making this video for you tonight from the house I grew up in the woods north of Duluth. I want to tell you tonight that it gets better. Maybe it gets better because your parents become more accepting, or you find a way to leave your home and move to another city. Or maybe you grow stronger, come out, and forge some really powerful friendships. Or maybe you don't leave home, but it gets just a tiny bit better because miraculously one day you graduate from high school and no longer have to endure the bullshit that is forced gym class. All of this sounds good, but it can feel so far into the future. What about now? I remember being really confused about my sexuality and being young too, and really doubting whether things would actually ever get better, if I'd ever leave home or find a space where I could be comfortable in. Maybe you're 13 years old and still confused about whether you like girls or boys, or you're thinking about the fact that tomorrow you have to get up and somehow find the strength to endure another day at that hellhole they call a high school. Fuck 4 years from now. What about homeroom on Monday morning? I'm here to tell you that it can get better right now. I grew up in northern Minnesota in the 90s. We lived on a dirt road out in the woods, and I was a big nerd who raised chickens and played in the woods. And we didn't have MTV, and I wasn't out to my family or friends. High school was hard because if I didn't keep my head down, I got picked on a lot and teased for being gay. The high school I went to was in Two Harbors, Minnesota, a town of about 3,000 people, and there was no one else who was out who I could turn to, who I could relate to about being gay. It seems like a pretty hopeless place, but actually when I was in high school, I had a boyfriend. I met him on a bulletin board service, which I'm sure none of you even know what the heck that is, but this was way back before web browsers had even been invented, let alone YouTube and Facebook. We're talking about the dark ages, before people used the internet, back when computers called each other on telephones. And I met someone. His name was Gabe. I was 17 and he was 15, and he was beautiful. I fell madly in love with him. We actually used to make out in my parents' minivan back behind the TJ Maxx. Very romantic. It was passionate and sexy and dramatic and very difficult and absolutely wonderful. And of course the relationship ended disastrously, but I'm so happy I met Gabe. I never got to dance with him at my senior prom, but I learned about myself and about love and what it meant to be in love and what it meant to be gay and loving whom I was meant to love. I had made out with girls before, but I still remember the first time I kissed Gabe. It was pretty fucking awesome. And so I'm making this video because I want you to know that you are entitled to expressions of love and sexuality right now. And I truly hope it happens for you. You have a right to fall in love, to make out, to hold hands, to have sex if you want to. Make good choices for yourself. Experiment, meet new people, be safe, be ethical, and please put your sexual health and your personal safety above everything. But you have a right to expressions of love and affection and sexuality, just like straight teenagers do. One other thing I want to talk about right now, right here, in the present. You know those things that make you different and set you apart? Don't you dare change just because some bully singles you out for it. I'm talking about the parts of you, the hobbies that you enjoy, your way of being in the world, the aspects of yourself that attract ridicule and harassment and that sometimes make you feel like you're the loneliest person on the planet. Don't ever stop doing them. If you like reading or making art or music or dancing or playing sports or you're sensitive and smart, These are the things that make you beautiful and special and awesome. You can't stop doing what you love to do because these are aspects of yourself that are going to make you special and important and awesome adults. And me and my friends and my fellow queer folks, we need you to grow up and join us and make music and art for us and tell us how to live and teach us things. And honestly, we can't wait to learn from you. So things can get better. I'm 32 years old now, and I'm really glad I didn't stop writing or give up my love of books, because today I work in book publishing as an editor and I love my job. And even though my relationship with Gabe ended back when I was a teenager, it was the first step in a process of learning how to love and be loved and show and give affection and accept affection and be a good boyfriend. And today I have a beautiful boyfriend named Timothy. We've been together for about a year and I love him very much. And I'm actually back home this weekend, staying in my old bedroom, which of course has been totally stripped of stuff and replaced with antiques and things my mom has found at rummage sales. But I'm home this weekend because I just became an uncle, and tonight I got to hold my niece, which is pretty awesome. And besides, what's cooler than a gay uncle? So it gets better eventually, but it can get better right now. It can start getting better on Monday morning. Keep doing what you're doing, and remember, please remember, tell yourself this every day. You have a right to love and be loved right now. Make good choices, and good luck.